Effects of modernization on healthy lifestyle on lifestyle lacunae, shortfalls, improper changes in lifestyle, relationship between deviation from healthy lifestyle and current diseases, necessary changes for rectification. Is your profession making you sick? The way people live has totally changed in the modern era. We have gone away from nature in many aspects. As an Ayurvedic consultant, I have seen patients with every type of lifestyle. Most of the time, they had never been asked questions about their lifestyle and they are astonished with these kind of questions and later shocked when they are told that they have to change their lifestyle to get cured. Very often they are reluctant to change. They say it is impossible to make such a drastic change. They are not in a state of mind to accept responsibility for their illness and further to rectify it. This is because they are totally ignorant and unaware of proper lifestyle and the problems that arise when it is not followed. I would like to mention an example. An unmarried woman came to me at the age of 34 in order to avoid surgery. At 28, she had severe and uncontrollable menstrual bleeding and was advised to have a hysterectomy, removal of uterus, and partial oophorectomy, removal of one ovary. She underwent both surgeries. 6 years later, the second ovary developed a large cyst and she was advised removal of that ovary. She came to me to know whether it was possible to save the second ovary through Ayurveda. After noting her lifestyle, I asked her whether she could change her job. She had been working in information technology since she was 24 years old and the excessive bleeding started 4 years later. I said to her, "Did you ask the gynecologist the reason of your illness?" As usual, the answer was no. I got stuck on my very first question, which was about getting up in the morning. She replied that her schedule was irregular, ranging from 7 o'clock to 12 noon. When I asked the reason for this, she said it depended on timing of coming home from the job the previous day. If she reached home at proper time, she will get up at 7 a.m. But there were frequent delays in coming home. She could arrive home between 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, in which cases she would get up late accordingly. "What about your dinner in this occasion?" I asked. Her answer was simple. "We keep on getting food stuff like sandwiches, coffee, samosa, a spicy, tasty fried item through the night when we demand." She was totally unaware that her unhealthy lifestyle was the cause for the heavy menses because it caused an imbalance of pitta and vata dosha. Without even knowing to ask or inquire about causes, the gynecologist removed her ability to have children. This total mechanical approach ignores the root cause before leaping to dramatic conclusions. IT workers and people working in managerial sector frequently face this and other serious health problems, and these problems are on the rise worldwide. When people are told that their unhealthy lifestyle is the root cause of their disease and they have to change it, they express the inability to do so. This may be because of the glamour of their particular field, the big salary, high position, or esteem and even the satisfaction of their work. They pay a heavy penalty in the form of serious diseases and various sorrows, and they may or may not realize this, even when they become victims of such conditions. In many instances, people find that it is nearly impossible to live a healthy and sustainable lifestyle while working in these demanding jobs. I humbly request the HR management to consider this matter seriously. Keeping employees happy and healthy is a responsibility of any company, and in the long run, it prevents expensive absenteeism and skyrocketing insurance costs. Not to mention the well known truth that a happy employee is much more productive. Overburdening employees without attention to health issues is not at all justified. At the least proper meal timing and quality food should be available. Complete rest during the night should be respected. High targets may be put forth to motivate employees, but too high targets are exploitative and less efficient employees will be the result. How to work with your work schedule. Ideally, one works 8 hours a day. As per capacity, liking, and need, one may work even more. There should not be a compulsion. Individual capacities have to be considered. Work schedules should not hamper meal timings or rest period. Monotonous work is tiring. Change in work with variety in nature is less troublesome. Nowadays, employees are looked upon as machines and are expected to overwork without any precaution. That's the main reason for heart attacks. All aspects of heavy work schedules have to be reconsidered elaborately and changes have to be implemented accordingly. People who have to work through the night every day will suffer ill effects. Moreover, these people tend to sleep after eating a large meal. According to the text, they should sleep before eating. But this recommendation leads to complaints of not being able to sleep due to hunger. If they drink a glass of warm milk when they return from work, they can sleep. The website www.gadgilayurveda.com emphasizes health challenges that come up for people working in industries like IT, BPO, etc. Some questions have been designed for people working in these industries. They are prone to many serious diseases and should be made aware of the facts, so they may take proper measures to remain healthy. Most people reach their office or business at a fixed time, but returning home is totally unpredictable. Generally, breakfast is at home, lunch at work, whenever there is a short break for either homemade food or takeout. Sometimes lunch is eaten on the run during meetings or is just a series of snacks through the day. Some people who are very ambitious and workaholic come home very late at irregular times. Dinner can range from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then they sleep immediately after. Some still have to work at their home even during the night, so they never get sufficient sleep or rest. There can be endless deadlines putting them under pressure all the time. On the whole, they are deprived of their family life and all pleasures of life, bringing relaxation. Overworking. It is very difficult to live in a way that is healthy when work takes up so much time and energy. But there are a few things you can do if you find yourself in this situation. Make breakfast the main meal of your day at 9 to 9:30 am. This is ordinarily not advised. Have a very light lunch of fresh organic fruit or some fruit juice. Have your dinner at 5:30 or 6 p.m. in the form of tiffin, lunch box, carried from home or healthy takeout. For those who work more than 8 hours a day and have a heavy, stressful work schedule, it is essential to have dinner either before sunset or before 8 p.m. When you come home late, just have one glass of warm milk while going to bed. This saves the time of late dinners and digestion will improve as you are not going to bed with a full belly. Wake up early in the morning and practice yoga and exercise to help maintain health and for releasing stress. Exercising in the evening will discourage healthy metabolism and often makes sleep less restful. People initially find it difficult to follow this advice, but once accepted, this schedule is greatly beneficial. Night shift workers. For people who must work night shifts, there is a different schedule which will help to reduce the stresses of staying up all night. Shower when you first come home in the morning and then have a cup of warm milk and go to sleep. Once you wake up, have lunch and remain awake at least for 3 to 4 hours. If you feel short on sleep, you may nap for 1 hour. This works best to counter complaints of hyperacidity and high blood pressure. Avoiding late night dinner helps in many ways. It improves digestion, offers more time for sleep, helps in getting up early, which makes time for yoga and exercise, and helps in psychological disturbances as well.